What else you want me to do, Liza?
Look, I don't know. All I know is I want you to keep Jake from serving time.
Come on, this is not my call, and you know that. The DA is already looking over potential charges.
Oh, Jake and Amanda, they're in serious trouble here.
You might want to add yourself to that list. Were you or were you not aware of the plan to fake this baby's death? Right. So there's Opal, there's Tad, and there's Taylor. Fact is, this could end up really bad for all of you.
Hey, how you holding up?
Where's Amanda? Why isn't she here?
So why don't you move in, and we could raise our son together?
I would rather die than to do that to Trevor or Jake.
Yeah, well, that's interesting you put it that way, because you will be dying inside if you favor Martin's feelings over our son's well-being.
Hey, you ready? Are you sort of having a moment out here?
No, I'm fine.
Listen, if you want, I can go down and get Jake.
No, I lied. I'm not fine. I don't know what to do.
So everything's in order then? Great. You get me that paperwork as soon as possible. Trust me, by the end of the day, I want to have my son out of foster care and in this house where he belongs.
Hey, all right, Jesse, what happened to Trevor? Where's Trevor?
I've already told you, the boy is fine. I'm making sure that he's been placed with a great set of foster parents.
Foster parents? Well, I suppose that's better than being with Hayward.
Sorry to interrupt. I had some questions about the Duggins arrest.
You right with you?
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. So, Amanda, what else did Amanda say? I mean, how does she seem? I mean, is she all right?
No, she's a mess. Having not lost her child once but twice.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I am so sorry for telling David everything.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't worry. It's my fault.
How is it your fault?
It's my fault because it was my idea. From the beginning, I mean, it was my idea, and Amanda just kind of played along. She doesn't deserve to suffer over this.
I know you love this baby as much as she does.
We were just so ready, you know, for this kind of love, this kind of happiness, a family.
You can still have that family.
Really? Without
Yes.
Trevor? I don't think you understand what we've been through up till now. We had a funeral for a baby. Amanda was carrying an urn of ashes around. I can't let that just be for nothing, you know?
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll help me. Say you'll help me put Trevor back in Amanda's arms. Say that.
Look, unless David decides to sprout a conscience and drop these charges, I don't know how that's going to be possible.
I was here last night.
Why didn't you say something?
He only stayed long enough to make me an offer.
What kind of offer?
He said he'd drop all the charges if I moved into Wildwind with him. Agreed to raise the baby.
It's insane.
I know, that's what I told him.
And?
And he said that's the only way I'd ever get to see my son again. Tad, the only way.
In his world, maybe. But not in this one. We'll find a way. It's okay, kiddo. You did the right thing.
Are you sure?
I am. Leave it to David to try something like this. Blackmailing you into living with him and Trevor. That's almost as low as him trying to buy the poor child.
What? When did that happen?
About 2 minutes before I left David for good. Amanda, I know what you're thinking. As long as you can be with your son, you can handle anything, even David. Well, you can't.
Krystal, she said no.
And you think that's enough? David will be back 1,000,000 times if he has to. He will wear you down until you're forced to give in. And even then, after he's finally gotten what he wants, it won't be enough.
Krystal.
He takes until there's nothing left. Manipulates you with guilt, pills, children, whatever it takes. Trust me.
This is never going to end, is it?
Yes, it is. Look, whatever happened between her and David, that's her history, okay? It's her baggage. It's not yours. It doesn't have to be. We won't let it.
You need to put your personal feelings aside for 1 second.
I can't do that when it comes to David Hayward. I'm sorry, it's impossible.
You need to try. Listen, you told the whole world a baby boy was dead, and he wasn't. You faked legal documents. We all knew about it and helped to cover it up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we blatantly broke some laws
Well, we did
here.
that for good reason, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think that the judge is going to see it
So
like
what are you
that.
saying to me? That's it? Trevor's going to David and that's it?
No, I'm saying that you need to consider all of your options.
Well, I didn't know
here.
that we had any options.
Well, we don't. Not yet. But if I know David, you will. I'm surprised he hasn't come to you and Amanda with a deal. Huh? Already? And when he does, you two better take it.
Are you serious? Do you hear what you're saying?
Yes, I do. The DA does not have a case without David's testimony. You make an arrangement, and this whole thing will go away.
And so does Amanda's son. It's my family.
Well, you can't exactly raise that child in prison. And that is exactly where you are going to be if this thing goes to
what you
trial.
are asking me to do, I can't do that.
I understand. It's difficult.
It's not just difficult. Difficult.
Look, I'm just telling you the way it is.
The way it is torture. I'm gonna hand Amanda's son right back over to David. You know, I was gonna adopt him. Did you know that? No, I'd rather rot in a prison cell.
So would I.
Where is he?
No, Krystal, don't make things worse.
How could they possibly get worse?
Is there a problem?
I'm looking at him.
Who sent you, Krystal? Tad? Jake?
Actually, I came on my own.
Oh, that's refreshing. Feel free to leave the same way. Kind of busy right now, prepping for my son's arrival.
Don't you mean Amanda's arrival?
What is she talking about?
David tried to make a twisted deal with Amanda. He said he would graciously allow her to see her own child on the one small condition that she move in here with him. Forget that she's married, that she's happy and has a home.
Oh, well, then I guess she's gonna have a new home and have a new life right here with us.
Is this true? Did you try to bribe Amanda?
No. There was no bribing.
He dangled her child in front of her face.
He's my child too, Krystal. But we don't dare talk about that.
I don't care who he is or what you pull. That child comes nowhere near this house.
When are you people gonna finally get it? He's already on his way.
Do you remember the day of the memorial service?
Which one?
You told me that you were sorry for what you did, for what you put Amanda through when she was pregnant. Now's your chance.
My chance? Oh, you mean to redeem myself of all my sins? Are you kidding me? What about their sins, Krystal? What they did? At that memorial service, I gave a eulogy for a child that was still breathing.
Please, David, don't press charges, okay? Just talk to Amanda. Maybe you two could work something out.
I have every right to be in that boy's life.
I'm sure she won't disagree.
Oh, no, probably not, now that her back is up against a wall.
Is this really what you want? To see the mother of your child locked up for life?
No, which is why I graciously offered for her to come live here with us.
Okay, Amanda loves that child more than anything in the world. And Jake, I know how you feel about him, but he would make a wonderful father.
She has a point.
Don't!
I know there is compassion in there. I've seen it firsthand. Just find it and use it. Okay, don't let this obsession to have a child overwhelm you.
Not a child, Krystal. My child! And for the last time, that boy is my son!